This is my first video because I don't like cameras, being on them, being around them, holding them, using them, it's not my thing. Yeah, basically, what spelling reform is some people that are rich and have far too much time trying to change the entire English language, everything in all the dictionaries, so it's spelled like it sounds to make it easier, obviously. Like when you text people, you might spell you, the Y-O-U with just a letter U. That would be in the dictionary, you'd be able to use it in essays, in homework, that sort of thing. And how spelling reform came around was like in 1876, I think. There was the American Philological Association, and they came up with, I think it was like 11 or somewhere around there, 11 different words, and they were trying to promote these simpler spellings and easier and all this. The same year there was a meeting for the amendment of English orthography. From that was founded the Spelling Reform Association, but this is America, that eventually, I think it was around 1908, moved to the UK with the Simplified Spelling Society. Simplified Spelling Society, it even sounds simple, but not simple as in like, oh good simple, simple as in simpleton, plebeian, stupid. Basically what is going on is that, I think it was someone from Oxford as well, which just makes Oxford look great. They're just trying to change the language, like I just said, and I've come up with 3 pros for spelling reform and about 6 cons. So that says about all of it, really. And they're not just my beliefs either. I've been looking around, reading articles and everything. Seeing as I am studying, I have to, and it's quite fun. So, like, the pros, they're really weak, sort of easier to learn. If you're foreign, you're moving to England, it's easier to learn as a second language. That's all good and well, but I speak English language on an everyday basis. I don't ask, when I learned French in school, I didn't go to France and be like, oh well, can you change your language, it's a bit of a bugger and the pronunciation's a bit difficult. I'm not saying, people shouldn't learn English, I'm not racist, I'm just saying that as far as it goes, I quite like the English language as it is, and I don't really want it to change. And there's less time and effort would be spent learning English, so you have more time to do other things. Other things like what? What do kids do in school? I'm still in school. No, I'm not still in school, but it depends. I'm still in education, but not in like secondary school. And as far as I remember not doing my homework and talking a lot, drawing on paper. More time for what? For drawing your teacher and then pointing rude arrows at him with like labels such as, I don't know. I'm not going to say any of the stuff I used to write on here, because that would just make me look immature. Anyhow, another one would be, it would be easier to learn, less people would make mistakes. Fair dues, that's the whole point of it really, is that it's easier for people. But at the end of the day, English language has been complex for how many centuries now? I've learnt it as it is, and everyone else in my year has learnt it as it is, and the people above me have learnt it as it is, my brother's learnt it as it is, and he's not the brightest of the buttons, so he finds it difficult. But at the end of the day, why should we have to change what we've learned because some stupid, incestuous, not gonna swear, can't be bothered to put the effort into learn? I'm not gonna lie, my spelling isn't perfect. I make a hell of a lot of mistakes. Thank God for word spell check. But I want to make the effort. I want to learn it. I love it. It's great. Like, the bigger the word, the better. So, that might just be me. I'm going off track here. Basically, like, for cons, I've got stuff like, I don't know if you know what etymology is. If you're sad enough to listen to a video on spelling reform, you must know what etymology is. You must be doing English of some form. But yeah, the etymology is like this, the history of a word, where a word comes from, what it used to mean, what it means now, how it's changed, how it reflects history and context and all this. So a good one is faggot. I love that word. Well, no, not like that. But yeah, my favourite etymology that I know of. There may be more lurking out there, but I haven't discovered them yet. Basically, the history of faggot is that gay people, or homosexuals, used to be burned years ago, God knows when. and faggot used to mean wood, believe it or not. And what they used to do is they used to put them on the stake, ready to burn them, and then the crowd would chant faggot, 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 and then wood would be thrown on and this huge fire would emerge and they'd be burned basically. But I think it's just funny that because of that we now have a word for homosexual, well, a derogatory word for homosexual, but still a word that came from wood. Of all the things that I thought wood would evolve to, I didn't think homosexuals would be one of them. I'm going off track again. That's another one I need to do a video about. I love etymology. But anyhow. So, all of those, all the etymologies we have would be completely irrelevant. They're just, well, there wouldn't be them. There'd be them for years, and then all of a sudden it'd come up, stop, and then there'd be nothing. And the only etymology we'd have would be like, oh, this guy with a briefcase and a monocle wanted to change the English language, and now we've got this different language, and for centuries we'd have no etymology. We'd have all our linguistic heritage would be lost, and we'd be start from grade 1. And if they want to do that, can they not at least wait till I'm dead, so I can enjoy it as it is, and then, you know, someone else can suffer, or something or other. But yeah. And literature, what happens to like Lord of the Rings and, you know, Pride and Prejudice? They're going to have to rewrite it. They can't teach you how to spell like this crappy phonetical version of English and then be teaching you literature in Old English. You know, they're going to have to fix that. And how much is that going to cost? You know, signposts, maps, guides, everything changed. That's government money. If you're working right now, well, if you're paying tax and stuff, that's what your money will be going towards rewriting maps because some arse with a monocle doesn't like the English language. Changeover period. There'll be a period where we're speaking both Old English and New English, and I for one will refuse point blank to speak this New English. I will write everything, letters, what have you, in Old English, or the English we're speaking now. It will be called Old English if it happens, you know what I mean. So yeah, that changeover period is going to be as hectic as anything, because I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one to refuse. I read an article in this New English, this spelling reform thing. It was appalling. They're like slowly brought in, so it was English and then it was like slowly got into like texty, crappy, horrible. Anyhow, by the end of it I couldn't read it anymore. It literally made me want to punch someone. And I'm not a violent person, but towards the end I couldn't even understand it. So all this English, because I'm doing English, so all the extra English and the standard English and the compulsory English that I've done will have to be completely retaught, and I've put enough effort in as it is. I don't want to have to learn more, because again, the arse with the monocle. Anyhow, I don't know what else to say, to be honest. I'm just getting abusive now. In short, people want to change the English. Are you happy with this? Are you unhappy with this? Please tell me if you ever watch my video, if I ever get anyone watching my video. My first video, number 1. Thank you and goodbye.